Namaskar, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever the time applies to you. Welcome back to the Inspiring Teachers Guidance Program related to CTET. As you know, by now I'm sure you might have seen some of my videos related to CTET guidance. So in that series, some of my students have asked some queries. In addressing their queries, I have been making these further videos so that we will be guiding you. You choose appropriate thing. Hope you have done already applied for CTET 2021. Otherwise, before 19, do not forget to apply. With that brief introductory words, welcoming you to this session related to your paper 1 and paper 2. One of the most common query asked by the students related while applying is this. So, should I apply for paper 1 or paper 2? What could be the better option? As obviously, anybody thinks, if you have eligibility for both, apply for both. If you have eligibility for only paper 1, for example, only D.ed completed students, diploma in education, obviously it's only paper 1. But the criticality comes here, I am B.ed, eligible for both, but given the time, resources, and my choice, my preference, I'm not clear, I'm confused, I'm unable to make a decision to look at, to finalize whether should I apply for paper 2 only, or because I have an opportunity, shall I apply for paper 1? So now to answer it straightly is, it's ultimately your choice, your call. So you may be thinking, sir, for telling this, do you make a video to clarify the doubt? No, ultimately, because tomorrow you should not think because of Dr. Yakaiah, because of 5 mantra, because of my friend, my teacher, I have applied this unnecessarily. Again, while writing TRT, same confusion. Again, future going for a private school, which school interview should I go at, primary level or secondary level? So therefore you have to take, but what all, either your friend or an institution or me as an expert or experienced person in this particular field or your family members, is to advise you, to help you, to support you. So from that point of view, I would like you to consider these things before you take a decision on which one to apply. What are those things? As you know, paper 1 primary is known as for primary teacher for 1st to 5th standards, PRT. Whereas paper 2 is known as elementary teacher for 6th to 8th. It could be anywhere 6th to 10th, 6th to 12th, whatever it is, by the way. Alright? So both are, as you are aware, is for 150 marks here, and this is also for 150 marks. 150 questions, no negative marking. Many things are common for these two. The only question, particularly those who are qualified B.ed, M.ed, BA education, MA education, and so on and so forth, who have the eligibility of both, shall I apply for both or concentrate only on paper 1, paper 2 only? Recently, one of my students have called, sir, I am making my application and I am confused. I am unable to decide which paper. Then I asked, what's your qualification? BSc B.ed. Then I said, when you have both, what constraining you? Sir, because I have 3 children. They are younger age, very young kids. So I have to take care of them. Then I said, I got the point. But tomorrow when you write TRT also, these 3 children will be with you. They need your care and attention. So therefore, what do? So apply for both. My personal recommendation, when you have eligibility, is apply for both. That's the conclusion what I'd like to give. While preparing for TRT or upcoming TET exam or various teacher interviews and posts, you can give the priority in your preparation in a ratio manner. Maybe it's 60-40, 70-30, 80-20. That's the important thing. Which paper should I give preference in preparing? That's the question you need to ask instead of hanging over paper 1 or paper 2, paper 1 or paper 2. What the literally talking the difference is? only 200 rupees. Rest all application forms, single form, single upload, single payment of fee, everything. I'm sure you are not worried, and even I'm not thinking that the 200 rupees is the matter. But just spending extra 200 rupees or 100 rupees depending on your category, you are going to have a tool called Paper 1 Qualified in your hand. Sir, as you said, problem is not with the 200 rupees, problem with the time, resources available. Okay, I understand that. But out of this 150, 90 marks here and 90 marks here, the child development pedagogy, language 1, language 2, literally the same. 90 out of 150 is more than 50%. So 50% literally the same, which is obvious known. What I would like to know you further is, apart from this, again another 30 marks is also common for these two. What are those 30 marks common? Content and method pedagogy. Content and pedagogy. Suppose you are applying for paper 2. You are from maths and science stream. Okay, here you are preparing both maths and science, content and pedagogy. So here this 90 plus content and pedagogy, maths and science. EVS it will call here, of course, environmental sciences, together maths separate and science EVS. Alright, within that at least these 30 marks are covered. Again, you are applying for paper 1 concentrating. Suppose, let us say you have eligibility for both, but you have decided for your own reason. What are the reasons to deciding apart from fees, marks, time and resources? Yes, these are something. What is your teaching experience? Previously, you have worked in a primary school for quite good number of years. You wanted to get promoted. This time you are looking forward to go for high school. Yes, then prefer paper 2. Less preference to paper 1 because you have your expertise. Then second, grip on content. You have a good grip on content of 3rd to 8th standards of NCERT or your board, whatever the state board you have studied. Don't worry. In one of the upcoming preparation plan strategy short term, I'm going to tell you this. It's not that now you sit down and take NCERT books and turn over just for content. Don't worry, not required that. Summary of it, gist of it will be available in various books, or the experts and our guidance program like me and the other subject experts are going to give you. Based on that, you are going to go ahead. Don't worry. So therefore, 120. Now your target is 100 plus. Out of 100 marks, you have experience of various exams securing 70, 80 plus these days. So which is 70%, 80%. So therefore, you will be able to do this. The only thing is, yes, it's a mindset. There you keep this. Depending on your priority, time, resources available for upcoming CTET and other future TRT teacher recruitment exams, what is to be given is, therefore, before I conclude, my sincere advice is, if you have eligibility for both, do apply for both, and in your preparation, give the priority. Almost both are equal, just only left, right. Okay, 60% for your first preference paper and 40% for second preference. No, sir, I am mostly for paper 2, then go for 70-30. Sir, I am for paper 1 committed. I know, because another important criteria, suppose, if all these are not the things, what you are looking is to getting job. That is important. Some secure already have been worked or badly in need of. My personal and family background, settle down with a government teacher job immediately. More probable chances, understandably, is for your primary PRT. You see the KVS, Navodaya, Gurukulas and other notifications, PRTs are anywhere 50 to 100 against TGT posts are 5 to 10 in that specific subject area, which means the chances of securing a job are here. But sir, I may get a job, I will not going to be happy with the primary school. I don't want work at all. Primary school, okay. Then decide. Only for in favor of paper 2, give your top priority for paper 2, either 70% or 80%. Again, is the paper 1 only 20-30. But as a spare, it will be there. So therefore, I strongly recommend apply for both, and in your preparation strategy, give that priority for the remaining this 60 marks or 30 marks. There you concentrate on the concerned level, either paper 1 or paper 2. Alright, so with this I would like to conclude, and before I close, I invite you to visit regularly this particular channel, and thanking you for your time and participation. If you have any queries below this particular video, you can type in the form of comment your further clarifications, which we will try to address. Or if you are one of the WhatsApp group members of my personal or 5-month career, you can ask your queries there also. Or an ultimate source you have is this. This is my email ID, wherein you can send your queries as well, with a subject line stating that CTET Guidance Inspiring Teachers Program. Alright, so with this, I invite you all, wishing you all the best in your future teaching career. Thank you, one and all.